Succeeding in the tech industry is far beyond just writing code, doing some design work on Figma, or doing some project management stuff like we do on Jira, Notion. You just name the kind of tools that we use. So it's far more beyond that. It's also about how we communicate our ideas effectively, how we build our interpersonal relationship, also how we plan for the future by investing our money in the appropriate way. And one of the best ways to do this is by learning from other people's experience. And how can we do that? One of the best channels is what? Is by reading books. Today, I just finished reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I ought to just share some of these habits with you guys. Maybe you might find it helpful or useful. So let's dive right into it. Habit number 1, be proactive. Being proactive includes taking responsibility of your actions and reaction, focusing on what you can control and influence, and also, very importantly, always choosing to react in a proactive rather than reactive approach to situation and circumstances. What does this mean? Let's say you have a toxic boss, bad government, or the price of anything just skyrocketed. Instead of focusing on complaining, gossiping, those are things that are outside your control. Why not focusing on things that are within you, what you can influence? How do you react to your boss? How do you get the work done? And how do you earn more so that you can be able to afford whatever the price of anything is? So that's a better way to respond to situation by being what? By being proactive. So always be proactive. Habit number 2, begin with the end in mind. This habit talks about we defining clearly our values, principle, and long-term goal, and also stating clearly how we plan to achieve them. For example, at the beginning of this year, I set a goal for myself on how much I need to make by the end of this year. Can you guess how much? No, I'm not going to tell you. So this habit just explains, this habit wants us to always have the right frame of mind whenever we are setting goals, by beginning with the end in mind, and also using our imagination and envisioning how we can achieve that goal on a step-by-step process. So in everything you want to do, always begin with the end in mind. Habit number 3, put first thing first. This habit talks about prioritizing tasks based on importance and urgency, focusing on tasks that aligns with our values and long-term goal, cutting off or avoiding distraction and time-wasting tasks. Interestingly, this chapter also has something called the time management metrics. It consists of a 4 quadrants. I don't know if you guys can see. It has these 4 quadrants where in quadrant 1, we have the importance and urgent tasks, where these are tasks that are like crises, deadline-driven activities, pressing problems that we have on a day-to-day basis. And quadrant 2 consists of relationship building. So quadrant 2 is important and not so urgent tasks, which is relationship building, recognizing new opportunities, planning, and a lot of self-development activities happen in this quadrant 2. And quadrant 3 is urgent and not important tasks. And this is where we have stuff like responding to emails, some meetings that are just scheduled impromptu, some personal matter, and a lot of things. Scrolling through social media falls in this quadrant 3. And the quadrant 4 is what? Not urgent and not important tasks. Here we have trivial busy work. That's just some work that you find yourself doing, and those work are not that important. Responding to emails, phone calls, and time-wasting activities, scrolling through social media, and some couple of stuff. So this habit advises us to focus more in quadrant 2 activities, which is important but not so urgent, because those are the things that actually improve or contribute to our growth in the long term, right? Like relationship building, reading a book that you've maybe dropped on your shelf for a long time, or just doing something that impacts your career. They are not urgent, but they are actually very, very important. And as much as you do that, you also try as much as possible to reduce quadrant 1, which is more of our day-to-day activities, deadlines, and some couple of other things. And as much as we can, eliminating both quadrant 3 and quadrant 4, because those things are not that important. Maybe we can just put little time. But what it advises us is to focus more of our time in quadrant 2, which are the important and helpful activities and tasks. Habit number 4, think win-win. This habit encourages us to have a collaborative mindset, always thinking about mutual benefits while interacting with other people. It's not just about a lose-win situation or a win-lose situation, but rather a win-win situation. Always think of how everything can be collaborative, how we can come to a middle ground where both parties are happy, both in your relationship or interacting with people or even looking for a mentor. I know of a lot of people who just come online, start looking for a mentor or sending people emails. You also need to think about, what do I need to offer this person? This person also has to benefit from me, not just me just benefiting from them. So in everything that you do, always think win-win. It's not always your way, but it should be our way. Habit number 5. This is one of my best habits out of all the 7 habits. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit teaches us how to listen empathetically and also actively to other people, understanding their feelings and what they are trying to explain to us. Then after understanding, then we communicate our ideas in a very effective way. You know, we live in a world where everybody just have opinion. People don't listen. We all listen to respond rather than listen to understand. So this habit teaches us listen carefully. Like, listening is one of the hard skills, because right from childhood we have been taught how to talk, how to read, how to write. Nobody teaches us how to actually listen. So listening is a very, very difficult task. So sometimes we just have to sit down and listen actively and empathetically to other people so that we can understand their perspective. Then after that, then we explain our own perspective, because let's not forget, 2 truths can exist, but if you can't listen to other people, you won't actually understand their perspective. Not just by listening, because there's a difference between hearing and listening. Here we are talking about listening effectively and empathetically. So next time you are discussing with somebody or you are having an argument, a heated argument, try to step back and just listen to the person's perspective. Listen carefully and pay attention to them, and then after that, then seek to be understood. Habit number 6, synergize. This habit talks about understanding and embracing individual differences, teamwork and collaborative activities, and also coming together as a group, coming together as a team to achieve a specific outcome. It's okay if you are a Christian. It's okay if you are a Muslim. How can we come together to achieve the same goal? It's okay if you don't believe in what I'm saying, but can you understand my perspective, and can we come together in achieving the same goal? So this habit talks about we synergizing with other people, we understanding and respecting our individual differences. And it takes from habit 1 to habit 5 to be able to achieve synergy with people, to be able to work in a team. And most times throughout all your career, you find yourself working in a team. You can't be isolated. I don't know, maybe there are people that have worked in isolation, but trust me, most of the time you have to work with other people, you have to communicate with other people. So you have to learn both. You have to be able to implement from habit 1 to habit 5 to be able to achieve synergy with other people. And it's okay if we are different. It's okay if we all come from a different background. It's okay if we all believe in different things, but we can come together and achieve a great goal. Last but not least, habit 7, sharpen the saw. So this habit talks about improving and renewing ourselves physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. In fact, all the needs that you can actually mention, you can add it to the back. So it's all about how we can achieve a healthy and balanced lifestyle, how we can take care of ourselves, improve ourselves, and how we can continue our learning process by sharpening our saw, taking good care of ourselves and everything, and also reviewing all the habits that we've talked about from 1 to 6. So yeah, that's it guys. Those are my takeaways from the 7 habits of highly effective people. Please let me know if you find this helpful in the comment section. And if you'd like me to be creating this video, I just recently thought of this idea that all the books I'm reading, all the personal development books I'm reading, if I can be sharing it to you guys, just creating a little bit of summary and talking about the books that I'm reading, right? Giving them a review, not more like a review, just talking about them based on how I see them, my perspective, and some of the lessons I learned from them. So let me know if you find it helpful, and if you'd like to see more. I love to read self-development books about financial freedom, money, and books about leadership. So let me know, because it's not all about writing code. I feel like whatever thing you need to succeed as a developer, we already have it out there in terms of data structure and algorithm. All the technical stuff is out there, but we need to actually invest more in our self-development, our leadership, our personal development that's outside technical stuff, right? So yeah, let me know if you find it helpful, and if you find it helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Share it to anybody that you think might find this helpful. Until next time, I'll see you. Bye bye, and take good care of yourself.